Hey everybody, Hunter back again from Showtime Studios. We're going to do the second part of the tutorial, and we're going to be priming this time. We're going to be using of course, like I said in the first video, the Napa Colorline Primer, and we're going to be spraying this sleeper roof here. And this nothing's been done to this. I didn't clean up any mold lines or anything like that because all we're doing is a tutorial on how to spray this Inspire paint. So since it is a candy, we're going to go ahead and prime it. And we're going to spray this straight out of the can. So I'm going to kick the booth on here and just show you my technique on how I use the Napa primer on a part. I always test the can a little bit out in the open air like that, just to make sure that nothing stupid happens with spitting, or actually make sure that it sprays. So now we're just going to move in and mist on some primer. I actually did a video on this primer and did it over to the bench and showed everybody how easy it is to work with. I try to put this on where it's not, you don't have a sheen to it. You want it to kind of go on with a flat to a matte finish. If you get a gloss finish on it, you're putting too much primer down at one time. This primer will craze the plastic if you do not, or if you put it on too heavy. Some plastic, it will craze it. So remember always to go light with this. As of right now, it may look like I'm putting a lot of primer down, but I'm not. This is actually just a mist coat. And you can see how far that I'm back away from the part. And with this being a candy paint, you want to make sure that you do get full coverage, especially on this yellow part. And I'm going to touch on something real quick about that. There's a lot of guys that have a big issue with painting yellow or red kit plastic. And they talk about the color keeps bleeding back through. Well, I'm going to show you why it does that. And in all reality, it's not actually bleeding through. It's just an optical illusion. I have that sprayed down now. I have full coverage on it, and it looks good. Probably won't show up on camera, but as I look at it, you can almost see a little bit of yellow in that gray. What is happening is this is very translucent plastic. The yellows and the reds, and you'll get a lot of light transfer coming through from the inside. And I'm going to go ahead and shut the booth off here. And what's happening is the light comes up through here. It's almost making the whole surface transparent. So a lot of times what I'll do is just take the primer and go in on the inside of my part, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to show you, and I will mist a coat of primer inside. And once you do that, you will notice that that transparency or that yellow starts to disappear on the outside. That's also true in body work a lot of times. If you do body work and you have like a seam going down through here, and even on white plastic. In fact, I just found that out on the man project that I'm working on, the new heavy commercial subject. I stretched the top of the cab roof, and with the Bondo, or what do we use on that? Tamiya white putty is what we used. I put that on, and once you sand it and put the first coat of primer on it, you could see a ghost seam. Well, the thing is the light was coming through from the inside. As soon as I shot a little bit of primer on the inside of it, you did not see that line on the outside at all. So it actually wasn't a seam. It wasn't a flaw in the outside. It was just an optical illusion where it was coming through from the inside. So always be aware of that on the reds, on the yellows, but in that case, any color. Go ahead and dust a little bit of primer on the inside of your parts, and you'll notice a lot of that will go away. So that's all there is to doing the primer stage of this. And we're going to let that sit there a little bit. When we come back in the next video, we're going to throw some of the silver metallic base in the airbrush, and we're going to go ahead and spray this down. So stay tuned for that one. It'll be coming up here very soon. Like always, I thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.